Welcome to Real Racing TV, top asphalt blistering 3/10 of a mile madness from our very own Southside Speedway. Stay tuned for interviews, tech talk, and some outstanding racing. Greats like Bobby Allison and Denny Hamlin cut their teeth on these four corners. Be prepared for an awesome show. And now, here is your host, Sean Cook.
Hi folks, welcome to the Real Racing TV show. It is the last race of the season, people. I'm down here with the Vaught family, who we have watched. Now you've won races, right?
Yeah, I've won 6 races out here so far. Hopefully tonight be the 7th.
Well, that's fantastic, but I'm going to ask you to tell me the bad news.
This is probably going to be our last race. We'll sell the car. I'm not going to give it away, so if somebody wants to make an offer, we'll look at it, but we're not going to give the car away. So hopefully it won't be the last race, but I think it probably will be.
Well, folks, the number 8 Grand Stock car, the number 33 Grand Stock car. Now, your feelings must be a little bit mixed, because I know it's a lot of work putting these cars together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but with the work commitments I have now, I just really can't do it. You know, it's just time-wise, and no other reason, just the time to be able to do it, work. I can't hardly get off on Friday nights to come out here. That's a problem.
Well, that is a problem. There's no point in doing all that work and then not being able to watch the race.
Yeah, I've done that. I've worked while they've come out here with the cars, and that's no fun. So
now, have you become a Hindu or something? See, you got a nice little mark right here in the middle.
A little surgery done on my face there, so I guess I'm all right. You can touch that up in the camera, can't you?
Yeah, we could touch that in Photoshop. Hey, you want to give a shout out to viewers at home? Tell them a little bit about what it's been like for a couple of races, a couple of seasons racing out here at Southside Speedway. You had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun. That's the biggest reason you come out here. You don't make any money. It's just a big hobby, and I've had lots of support from my family, my brother, and everybody around us, and it's just been a blast, and hopefully it won't be the last race you see us out here.
I hope not too. Fellas, we're going to miss you next season. Last race of this season. We're going to be back next season, and I'm sure you guys will be back at least watching, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, we'll be back to watch.
We'll probably be helping the 01 or something like that. When I can get off.
And show him how to get that car around the track. Give him a few tips, huh?
I think he knows how to do it.
All right, folks. Well, we're going to sadly miss these fellas from down here at the track. Hopefully there'll be more people coming to the track. If you want to go racing, the number 8 with 6 wins under its belt, the number 33 top running car called the Bradley Vaught family. They're in the phone book, VAUGHT. All right, stay tuned for some serious racing, folks. All right, folks, we're down here with Roy Hendrick, with Brandon Hendrick, and I wanted to ask you, Roy, I wasn't around when your dad and Sonny Hutchins and those guys were running. Tell me a little bit about your father.
Well, my daddy was a hard-nosed race driver. He was our dad to win every time he sat in a race car. And one of his sayings used to be, I don't know what these other guys are here for, but I'm here to win. And matter of fact, today is his 17th anniversary of his death today. Yep. So, I mean, he was just a racer. He was a racer. When he got in the car, he was in there to win.
Well, it's interesting, folks, because having moved to Richmond 20 years ago and got involved with racing, I've heard stories about Sonny Hutchins, about some of these great car drivers, but everybody I've talked to said that your dad could win anywhere. Was that one of his things?
Well, he could win anywhere. He raced up and down the East Coast, and he won from Maine to Florida, but some of the best races I ever saw in my life was him and Sonny Hutchins racing together. I mean, they were the best races that anybody could ever see, and it's a shame they don't have a lot of them on tape, because they were great races.
Well, come on, we're talking, you can't exclude your son here. Now, come on, bringing up the ranks, Brandon Henry. Brandon, that was a tough race, but you managed to scrape up, what, a 6th or 7th position out of that race where you got wrecked?
Yeah, I think we ended up 6th. I feel like we could have won or at least finished in the top 3, but it happens like that.
Now, where are you running in points? 3rd in points, people. Now, how far away from Chris Hopkins are you?
I don't know. I think he pretty much has to finish last and I'll have to win.
And what about the 4th place guy?
I think we're 16 positions ahead of him. So hopefully we can do that. If nothing happens, we'll see.
Well, hopefully, folks, the Hendrick family are still putting him in the top 3. Roy, you were in the top 3. What fell out of the last 2 races, right?
I fell out the last 3. So I was 3rd at one time about mid-season, and then I started falling back, and Brandon started coming forward. So as long as one of us is up there, that's all that matters.
Well, folks, I hope one day that I can race my son out here at Southside Speedway. Stay tuned for some serious action from the toughest track in the South, Southside Speedway.
Johnny Eversole into 1, and here we go, 50 laps of the finest. Ray Ashworth misses a gear. Roy Hendrick, the veteran that he is, gets the jump down the backstretch. Roy out to about 5 car lengths. Looks like Roy Hendrick in the 39 will lead lap number 1. Ashworth gets it all gathered back up by then. Steve Zuskin's on the outside of him. Dotson, a little contact getting in. Pittman got in there pretty deep. Let's see what Hopkins can do. Oh, Greg Fernandez, I believe. Zuskin's wrecked bugs last week. Yeah, that didn't work out too good. As you see, there's no bugs here tonight. And Michael Perkins talking all that smack today. He ain't really want to crap. All right, let's watch the guys from the back. Let's watch Chris Dotson. Nothing to lose here. Dotson is our 2007 track champion at Southside Speedway. Let the rough side drag here and see what he can do. When you see those cars knot up like that, they're all single file straight in the line, that means somebody's slowing them down. It looks like the one that might be slowing them down might be that 39 of Hendrick. Everybody handles good down the straightaway. They just got to make that thing turn into center. Roy's starting to stretch it a little bit, maybe. Hopkins makes the move, gets Ellis up, runs him up the racetrack just a little bit. That leaves the door open for Sonny Allen in the 48. Sonny starts working on Ross a little bit here and there. Oh, a little contact between Sonny Allen and the 33 of Russ Ellis. Roy Hendrick in the 39 still showing the way. I don't know, but we got Johnny Eversole holding his own in the 3rd spot. Hopkins working on him. Now Hopkins can't get but so aggressive. He's got to make sure, keep an eye on that Brandon Hendrick. Brandon's about 5 spots behind him. There is a battle for second with these two guys. Oh, Hopkins. Johnny Eversole gets a little loose getting in there. They go to work. Going to Doughboy there, number 7, George Pillsbury. Hopkins will clear him on the outside. Roy Hendrick has stretched it out now on Zuskin. About 10 car lengths. Looks like it takes Roy a couple laps to get that 39 going, but once he does, she rolls on pretty good. Now he goes to work on Perkins. Hendrick will put Perkins down a lap here. Now the race right here, these two guys been beating on each other a little bit. Now you got the leader on them. Watching that 39 of Hendrick go through that traffic. He'll go through traffic like nobody's business. He can really get the job done here at Southside Speedway. Just nice and smooth. Wayne McGee and George Pillsbury get together, getting into one. Not too sure if McGee was on the inside. Looked like Pillsbury was trying to make his way down the racetrack, like he was on his way to pit road. Those two, McGee limps around right there in 1 and 2. Pillsbury's heading down the backstretch. Get him restarted. Caught them all sleeping or something. Not too sure what the 53's doing up there, but anyway, it must have been a double foul restart. See if we find something exciting going on here. Got Roy leading it. Zuskins, Hopkins, Eversole. Russ Ellis sitting there riding. Sonny Allen having a big run. I don't think Sonny's been in that many shows this year. Doing a pretty good job right now in the 6th spot. Looking for Dotson. Dotson's starting to make a move, starting to work his way back up through the field after getting hung up early on in the event. Fernandez right front down, does a good job, keeps it out of the fence, waits for the field to get by him, looking for pit road. Got to go 1 lap down as the leaders come by. Roy Hendrick restarts him. Chris Hopkins immediately to the outside trying to get around the 72 or 71 of Steve Zuskins. Lays a little bumper on him, knocks him around a little bit. Got Johnny Eversole now working on the back of him. Russ Ellis into the back of Eversole, pushes him up the racetrack a little bit. Alrighty, Roy will be getting 10 to go this time by. Chicka chicka chow. Nice. We got a little race race heating up here between the 1 of Eversole and the 33 of Russ Ellis. Oh, Russ Ellis poking that dog with a stick, see if he's gonna bite. He bit. Around he goes. Russ Ellis knocks the number 1 of Johnny Eversole around. All right. Here we go. 8 to go for Roy. Roy's led her all the way. Got the same deal. Started on the outside of that front row. Got the jump. Hit it right onto the front. Chris Dotson trying to make a move there on Mueller. He's getting a little racy. Hopkins trying to work on his 71 to Zuskins. No doing. Here we go. 5 to go this time by. 5 to go for Rapid Roy Hendrick. The 48 of Sonny Allen on pit road. All right. Jimmy Walker sticks him out there. That white and that checker wrapped up. That is 2 to go. 2 to go for Roy Hendrick. How about Roy Hendrick? Pat on the back.
Now, this is one great racetrack right here. I tell you, it ain't a better racetrack on the East Coast. A lot of guys out of town, they're scared to come up here because they get their butt kicked every time they come up here. But I want to especially thank Richard Good, Chesterfield Berry Farm for owning this race car.
All righty, here we go, on the break. Pretty even there at the line. See with the 52 of Timmy Nicey is pumping it down that back stretch. The 69 there of Donnie Newman tries to hang in there on that outside. And that's all you can do is just claw and scratch your way. Gets it, just forces that bad boy in front of him. Newman out to the lead. Fred Key on the inside of the 52 of Timmy Nice. Got to give it to Newman. That's what you need to do. He gets the big run down that front stretch and just slides right in front of the 52 of Nice. And Nice just in trouble now. He's on the heat from Fred Key. Fred putting the heat to him down the backstretch into 3. Fred will get that position. He'll get him up the racetrack. And now you got the 8 of Volt behind him. Here at Southside, once they get you up the racetrack, if they get lined up on you like they're getting, you can go from 2nd all the way back to about that 10th spot. A little bit of action here. Somebody up the racetrack there in the 45, I believe. Newman just gone. Newman is checked out. He's out to about a half a straightaway on him. A little action right there in the middle of 1 and 2. The 63 of Mike Cole a little sideways. And just like we figured, Nice got up the racetrack. Vault's going by now. The 01 Hot is going by. Looks like Ruggles got up the racetrack, allowing the 03 of Brian Maslavi to get underneath of him. Now Ruggles will get shuffled to the back a little bit unless he can work his way in there. But that 65 of Cole will let him in. Cole, I'm sorry, not the 55 of Justin Brown, I am sorry. The 55 of Brown now underneath the 40 of Ruggles. Now the 2 of Sean Thompson's going to get a little piece. Got one around, got the 13, I believe that is. Of Emily Happily, got the right rear, I believe, is Cardham back again on lap number 7. Shelton to the inside now of the 55 of Brown. Down the front stretch, he has position on him if he can get in there. The 55 of Brown, pretty tough, hangs in there, covers the spot. Shelton looks again though, fender alongside, down into 3. Side by side in the center of the corner, runs him up the racetrack a little bit. Shelton will take that spot. And 21 laps start 17th at Southside Speedway in a 30-lap feature, currently 5th with 1 caution. Now he is looking at the 01 of Chris Hott. The closer you get, the harder they are. The competition gets a little better. Ruggles looks like got a left rear down on that machine. He'll be heading to pit road. He'll make it with no caution. Newman still shows the way, about 5 car lengths over Fred Key. And then the 52 of Timmy Nice has made a charge back up through the field. 25 laps are done. Timmy Nice starting to make that charge back. He started on the pole, fell back to about the 6th spot. We have a car around in the middle of 3 and 4. Gives him a good chance. Roll back into throttle, and that gives him that 4-car length lead, which Shelton really didn't need. I don't know. Now, we'll look at the 27 of Shelton. He's starting to work on the back of Hot. He looks inside, takes a peek. Hot really doesn't cover the bottom. He allows Shelton to make the turn. We have Ruggles dead in the water in the middle of 1 and 2. Caution will come out for the 40, stalled out right up there between turns 1 and 2, and miraculously. This time, Newman starts him a little bit later, still helps him out, but shifts. They kind of stretch out, and the 69 of Newman, 3-car lengths over Fred Key, back to the 52 of Nice, the 01 of Hot in the 4th spot, and my pick of the night, Shelton in the 27, currently riding 5th and doing a whale of a job. Also have the 55 of Justin Brown doing a wonderful job this evening. 55 of Brown started 8th, currently running 7th, picked up a spot back there to the 2. I'm not sure who's in it, that's Hester or Thompson. Doing an excellent job in that Reno Marchetti prepared number 2, started 10th, currently running 8th. 2 to go this time by. Grandstand guys never fail to disappoint, ladies and gentlemen.
I'd like to thank my sponsors, David's Towing, J.M. Kaiser Associates, Great American Steak and Buffet, got Paradise Roads, Speed and Custom Shop.